Stevenson County Sheriff Steve Stovall reacts to body camera footage released Monday that showed the deadly shooting of Sonya Massey in Sangamon County. That shooting happened July 6th. We want to warn you, some of the footage may be disturbing.
Stovall says he is thoroughly disturbed by the horrific actions of former Deputy Sean Grayson, both during and after the shooting. He also sends his condolences for the family and friends of Massey. Stovall reminds residents that he's worked hard to ensure nothing like this could happen here, implementing things like improved force policies and body-worn cameras.